What's anything here, man? Alright, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Kodash, the one and two elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to everybody in Modi, pushing his word in sincerity and truth, and I believe shalom. Brother Zach from Camp James, Jamaica, Now, I want to touch on the topic of why we went into slavery. Us referring to so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, who are the true biblical Israelites. Is why the world predicament that our people are in right now. It's much a question. The brother say me hear it. Well, everybody's supposed to hear it. Slavery wasn't a coincidence. It's just unfortunate happening. Right? It was all basically by the will of Yahweh, who the world in called Jehovah, God, or Yahweh, and through Son Yahushai, who the world in called Jesus Christ, the Shura Shia. Right, let's put it out there. The true name of the Most in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and the Son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. Right, so just going to go into precepts as to solidify that point. Right, real quick. Right, so we can we start at Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. I'll find a point that address to.
Alright, so this is Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. It says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on the side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazeroth and Dizahab."
Alright, so Moses speak unto Israel, which Israel today, according to prophecy, which are going to prophecy, we want to say is you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos. And we know people basically scattered all over the earth right now. So we can go to 28 now, verse 1.
Alright, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth."
Alright, so if we basically obey the laws, them will be exalted. Right, we will rule all nations. Right, and currently it's clear to the point that we are ruling all nations. Even when they up on the news, you see some American firm, some Edomites, grants onto Jamaica, banks, right? Basically, issue loan onto like small business and called SME. I remember what he stand for, someone in SME, right? That's remember for small businesses, right? The common Jamaica, we know what, well, in Jamaican currency, it's $2.2 trillion debt. It's not to the IMF, them about China right now. Right, basically, in when you check up Central America, South America, the countries them in uproars because of financial difficulty and so forth, which other countries as well. But the main focus is on our people, right, which is suffer. The curses say clearly show you that we are not on high, right? We are on low, which is scripture tells us we are a bit the tail and not the head, right? And the tail basically following who? Who is in authority right now. Okay. As I was saying, so we can just prove that real quick with Job, sorry. 9 verse 24.
Alright, so this is Job chapter 9 verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?"
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the rulership of the earth, right, control of this globe, right, is given to the hands of the wicked. Who is the wicked? We can prove it as well. Right? Right, so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite. So we want to show them nationality as well. You are no white people. There is nobody on the face of the earth white here. You are no Caucasian. You see me? And you're definitely not the Arabs. Right? You are Edomites according to the scriptures.
Alright, this is Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. "Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness."
Yes, so they will be the border of wickedness. The wicked that the scripture refer to. Because we know the scripture said among my people I found wicked men. Because the scripture said the way of the righteous Somewhere, remember, roughly paraphrasing, but the wicked seduced him. Right, or the righteous is upright in all his way, but the way the wicked seduced him. Roughly paraphrasing, referring to the so-called white man. Because we have a white man right now, a rule over people, and we have a woman them right now, basically being whores, right? They will see my bleach out their hair, wear makeup, and now wear some impy skimpy. Like growing up personally, we see like you know, they cut off jeans pants and when they say batty right or something like that. I normally see Edomite girls like that. You see me growing up, but now I see people in them, right? That's where the wicked seducing our people. Right? Our people them turning fuckheads, lesbian, following the LGBT or alphabet community. Right, women believe in what we call equality, a woman's liberation movement, all following the ways of the wicked, yo. Because the earth is given into their hands. Right, we know the power rulership. Let us strike one. Right, and the wicked who? The Edomites, which basically Edomite is Esau. Right, he is the progenitor of the Edomites. Right, Esau was the brother of what? Jacob. Right, which surname was changed up to Israel, which we are basically his descendants. Right?
Quick one.
Okay.
Alright, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse start 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein.
That's right. And the scripture tells us that when in the book of Maccabees, first Maccabees is the first chapter. When them when they come on the scene of the Edomites, evils increase.
Okay. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 10. Right, verse 10 says, and there came out of them a wicked rude Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of Greece. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Verse
7. Alright, First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 7 said, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants were ruled.
Alexander is a great king who go up against the Persians, yo. And basically they win the war and you start growing and conquer. Think about a year, remember exactly age, and then after time done conquer and then jump boof. You see me, and then 4 generals take control, right? Which Alexander was a Edomite.
And it says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Evils were multiplied in the earth, yeah, because as bad as all the other nations them Baal, right, the level of evil that's in the earth right now, and the devil, so-called white race, the basis of man could actually do that. You see, more people are ruling in the dark ages. You see, right, the medieval era never that bad until the devil come on the scene, yo. Right?
And you can see, so yo, the so-called man in the on top this day, yo, just by going out day by day, yo, and see how people react. Cause out here in Jamaica, yo, first you have men and women and bleach them skin. Why? They more have a lighter complexion to try and look like so-called white man, yo. The lighter your complexion, and the more respect you gain in this society, yo, you know what I mean?
That's right.
The more status you have in society, yo. So that just show you say, hey, the so-called white man be on top, yo. And so the lighter the color, you know what I mean, the higher you're there. The darker the color, the lower and bottom you're there, yo. You know?
Which even come from the color scheme, yo, is set up by Johnny Blumenbach, which was an Edomite, right? To basically set the so-called white race as a superior race, which is heresy, because he's basically lacking melanin. And the so-called white race is a recessive gene, which is actually inferior. That's why them suffer from skin cancer. The highest is the highest rate of skin cancer is in the so-called white race gene, right? And push back to Willie Lynch letters, basically set like a color scheme, right? Set the so-called darker versus the white, the lighter. And so forth, you have to basically divide and conquer people, which is all prophecies fulfilling in the book of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Same set to enemy against us, yo. So we cannot go back there, you know what else?
No.
Or we can go to verse 15.
Alright, so back in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah, so if we don't keep the laws them, is we'll get some curse. Right? So we'll find out if Israel actually did keep those laws. Because they keep the law in the on top. And clearly we can see down in the on top. Right. So let's find out from the scriptures what actually took place.
Alright, so this is Daniel chapter 9 verse 11. It says, Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
Hey, that's the reason why the scripture saying Romans, all have sinned and come short of the glory. Right? What is sin? Sin is transgression of the law. 1 John 3 verse 4. Tell you that, or 4 verse 3, one of them. You see me? Right? So all have what? Sinned and transgressed thy law. You go against the commandments. Every one of it. Right?
It says, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice, therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him.
Exactly. So the curse is poured upon us all Israel. Right? So now that we know, so we never keep the laws them, and the scripture says the curse is of a pour upon Israel. What we're going to know, we'll basically get we're going through some of the curses. We're not really one of them, but we'll get some of the curses them will basically befall our people as a nation. Right? Alright, so you can go to verse 40. Yeah, go on.
Alright. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. It says, the stranger, that's one of the curses, the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
As brother read that precept, it came to me to my mind is back in the medieval era. Right. You see me? Right, when our people used to rule, like if you look up the old Holy Roman Empire, which was an unholy Roman Empire, right. You see me, our people there rule Constantine and son them and their brother named Septimus Severus came on the scene. You see me? And back up to like them call it Dark Ages. Our people used to rule back then. You see me? What used to happen was the so-called white race. Then turn in the night Caucasus Mountain. Right, into the term Caucasian, cave dweller. Right, but after a while when like the foreign they used to take them out, you see me, and they used to be with slave and so forth. Right, and basically was in subjection to us, because we rule over them. Right, we used to basically show them how to basically be human like. Right, because they were fulfilling the scripture in Job the 30th chapter, pray like animal and so forth. Like if you look up moving and tell about Cayman how they behave. You see me? Right, but we show them that here, but what actually took place the most I wish a precept again, which is a prophecy, right? Say send the plagues them upon us. Which one of the main plague was what the blue bannick or black death. Right, came upon people, and during that time frame you have something known as social mobility, where us the ruling class is in the plague they are hit with, so people flee. Enough of them dead. I think what them say about millions. I don't remember the exact quote. I think of 550 million, multiple million of people die, right? But majority of them flee from the cities and so forth and will live way off and try to hide from the plague. This man within that time frame, the so-called white man or white race came into power, known as social mobility. And you have like the bourgeois families. This means the reason why you have Cesare Borgia, and then within that time frame them start to take over, right? It was a process. It's like how Rome never fell in one day. It was a process, before people get into power, and cast the so-called white man aside. Right, so the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee, right? Which is the stranger referring to a foreigner, a different nation, a heathen. Get up above us, One.
Says verse 44, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Yeah, when last Jamaica lend to them? When last we lend to the World Bank? When last we lend to the American International Development Bank? When last we lend to China? Or when last anyone in the South or Central American companies isn't it? Lend loan onto the so-called white race, right? Can't recall. So the scripture said, you will lend to it, and we're not going to lend him because we're not have it. You see, we're not have it for lend you because we're depend low. Right? Slave get goods from master, no slave give goods unto master because you don't have it, you're a slave. That's how people right now.
And I have to mention the Native Americans then.
I
know I life support them for lack of a better term, As I know most of the tribes will receive a lot of monetary funding from the government over there in America. Yo.
Why? Because the so-called white man rape and plunder and thief and mass murder and take away every single thing and them have and then show them in their projects.
Right.
These men know, like for instance, with people like Mexico and so forth, Central America, some South Americans actually go to America and they call them immigrants. Like nigga, you look up what actually took place after the American and Mexican War, the whole of the land mass of America thief. First of all, who was there when Christopher Columbus discovered Jamaica? You never say discovered. Right, so they want to celebrate Thanksgiving the 28th of this month, right? The people in there and Christopher Columbus discovered the Americas. Bullshit. You come and see, you know, say people over here, is when you come over here if you come do the same thing what you can do. It's a prophecy, yo. Because all people there get punishment for what we basically transgress against the law. Because you say it shall come to pass, not maybe. All prophecies.
Says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend it to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. No?
Yeah, can you read the next verse?
Alright, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. No?
Next verse.
Right. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, upon thy seed forever.
Yes, it will be upon us for a sign. Right? So some for a signal represents something. That's yes, sir. We are the children of Israel that transgress against the power and therefore we're in a captivity. That's a sign, you know? It's that simple. But no only elect can actually understand. Right, you can skip to verse 48 if you have anything else you cannot remember.
Verse 47. Yes, because thou servest not the Lord thy power, joyfulness and gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Verse 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
Look up, just do a Google search. Look up the word yoke of iron. You see me? And you see it, your people fling yoke of iron around us. Right, a good movie for watch for see it, or the Free State of Jones. You see me? You see it, the JK with the chain, the yoke of iron around his neck, yo. Uncomfortable sleep, but it's been around his neck so long that him saying him kind of get used to it. You know, people right now, them come and get used to Babylon. They're used to this captivity. Right? And Scripture says we are yet to stay in our captivity. And people supposed to be seeking salvation, seeking deliverance. You're returning unto our power. How about Shemil Shai? Once you call upon him, he's the most you know the whole island. The whole of the nation of Israel can do that because it's prophecy that only elect will do it. But once the elect have that done, boom. You see me? That's it, yo. Christ Scripture tell you in Revelation 7 verse 4. Once the elect get sealed, that's it, yo. This is a straight yard, right? Which is the kingdom of heaven. Because the curses are get removed from our people.
It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person old, nor show favor to the young.
Never show favor to nobody at all. Yes, man. She was a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Right, because when him come in needed, when he come over here, Christopher Columbus or Cristobal Colon, you know, it's his so-called Jewish name. It's a fake Jew, like them got us in our land right now. You need I think he had 5 Hebrew interpreters. You see, like one was Louis the Terrorist. Right, that was one of Christopher Columbus interpreters, Hebrew interpreter. Why? Because when come over here, come look up in the Hebrews, right, the 10 lost tribe of the nation of Israel. When they go over to Africa, yo, is a team for people, team up with the Hamites them, so-called Africans, and the Arabs them, which are the Ishmaelites, and capture people and sell them, yo. We never understand Spanish, or Portuguese, or English. We spoke Hebrew. Yeah, we never have it perfect. It's a broken Hebrew, fulfilling what? Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. So we shall discontinue from our heritage. Right? So all it is to show you, say, yo, these prophecies actually fulfill upon people. That is the reason why we're in captivity. That's the reason why you look up slavery, you see a man in a cane field or a cotton field, yo. All punishment of your Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we transgress against the laws of our parents. And the scripture say, yo, we done worse than our parents. Two people worship the white Christ. Now someone said, no God, no death. Someone said, yeah, God. Right? Someone said, they no business. Someone said, they care about a play hypocrite because if you really truly believe, yo, you're not seeking the true path. And the first thing first, you come out to the church because most are not do them. We can prove it from the scripture anytime we want. We've been doing it. You read little verse 49? Yeah, so we can skip to go verse let's go to 64, yeah.
Alright, so Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Yeah, so before, sorry, man.
And even wood and stone.
So forefather never know Selassie. You see me? How did that guy come out? You see, you know, see our prescriptors back in Ptolemy, the Greek rulership. Right? But Caesarea Borgia, they never know him. Buddha, then they worship the black woman to a certain extent, and nature. Right? Now them have Christmas, them have Easter. Right, which Easter and Christmas go back to pagan worship when they had a long time. Read the book of Jeremiah, I think it's the 10th chapter 11. Right, tell about the whole Christmas verse 10. Right, tell about the whole worship on the Christmas tree and that was bullshit, yo. And in I think the 7th chapter tell about the woman named baking bread, which go back to Christmas cake and then bullshit then. It was all being done, yo. But now it's based on like the same customs them have different name, English name, because we speak English now majority. And because it's universal language English, and them have different name. Is them like do some rendition to them. Right, so gods, new gods, is which they exist, but actually use the word God means they exist. Okay, so the rest of all the gods of the nation are idols. But there's only one God, and the name is Yahweh. You see me? Alright, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yahweh in the name Yahushai. No other God exist here. We know that. Alright, but so we're going to be scattered to the four ends of the earth, and the whole people everywhere them see them, yo, scattered all about, right, through the levels of slavery, right, the different empires or nations of slavery that went through over the years. What?
Says, verse 65, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have no assurance of thy life.
I keep waiting on them show that I think in New York, yo. You see the police, a man like them have some skirmish with some Jake, you see me? I look like some high school or college, I'm not sure. Kids, yo. And a regular jail just walk past you and the fucking cracker police. Boom! Everybody was a knock. If the jail just walk past and go by business and they knock him. Is of course them go react here. Boom! Them lock him up. You have Trayvon Martin, is in which really give a shit about niggas that much. And the nigga with the Eric Gardner with the sell cigarette is in much wrong. Is the man them shoot them, choke him, kill him. Right? Don't when the police stop you, police pull it down your yard, start beat. Because you know when they want to put a bullet in you. You see me? Or your life hanging doubt you, there is no assurance of your life. You put people in ghettos, yo, is in our slums, our projects, right? And pushing the gun as well, you can look that up, yo. Right? Him give you the gun, him give you the drugs. Make people have fight against someone else, yo. So you fear for even go home because you have robbery. You know when a shootout are going, you see me? How people dumb down lack the sense of reasoning. They lack brotherly love. Because the so-called white man set up people against each other. Or we're fulfilling scripture. I won't ever read it still, but I think it's from Deuteronomy 53 to 57. You tell us the woman that go against the man against the woman and the family, them, and in brethren. Right? All scripture is fulfilling.
Alright, verse 67 it says, in the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even, and at the evening thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of
Yeah, we hear that every day now. Can't wait for your day if you don't. You see that plantation and slavery. And we can't tell me every day. You see me say it every day. You see me just, yo, that's why this shit for done, yo. Right?
Yeah, we want to do the night shift. Can't wait till the morning, get to go home. Alright. It says, for the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. And on verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Yeah, that's referring to transatlantic slave trade, yo. Like the word Egypt referring to a position of hardship, slavery. Right. So that's what we went to, yo, because the first time we come out of Egypt, yo, that walk on foot when in a ship to go back down there. You see me? Regular thing. Right, the people left from Egypt and go to Egypt, yo, and then need a ship for that, yo. Right? But the spirit, this Egypt, what they refer to, as the scripture tell in Revelation 11 verse 8, the land spiritual cause to them on Egypt, because over here, what, in the Americas to serve slavery as a nation. Because scripture tell you what, Israel and Judah, referring to the two kingdoms that were split after Solomon's transgression, right? Said that they were oppressed together, right? And there's no point in ancient history, right, where the two kingdoms get oppressed, or otherwise Solomon in the first land of Egypt, Egypt. You see me? But afterwards, when Jeremiah, I think Jeremiah Isaiah, one of them prophecy of that year, it never fulfilled that time. To fulfill over here. Is in the Americas, because I was still oppressed. People right now, me to the level of madness me a year ago, and they like countries like Mexico, you see me in Venezuela, yo. Me say stay far. I remember I speak to a customer, the customer service, and basically she said she come from Mexico. You see me, I big report. Basically say, yo, tell me something about the countries. I mean, I've been put it on my bucket list and maybe visit someday. And she said, no, don't go. Don't go. And I said, hey, why? She said, no, it's violence. He said, I'm not going back. I said, shit. Alright, then even the movie, the brother refer to Sicario 1 and 2, yo, show you, the grimy, yo. You see me? Grimy.
Welcome to the mayor today, one mayor over a
Can't grab him one time upon running round. Which is good, this is our prophecy, guys. You will say, I'll be sedition against men, yo. But the level of slavery what people go through, the oppression, right, is the means people say, man, do that here because we transgress against laws. That is the reason why we're going at slavery. Is the most tell that the Bible of all the answers. But it's just how people listen to the pastors, them, is the false pastor, them, and hireling, only need for money, right, we know shit, is the mean, right? But the Bible of all the answers, yo, for every single thing, just ask a question after the scriptures. Right, give all the answer. It's a light to your part. Literally. Go on.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Yes, so when I go up to the land of Israel, go on.
And there ye shall
until the hour shall come.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you again.
Right, so we'll be sold unto our enemies with crackers. Is me for slave man and slave woman, every band mean slave. Is me and no man and bias mean redeem us, yo. And so he said that's a slave free. He give money mission in buying freedom. Right? No man release us. So Abraham Lincoln never free no slave. This is because that basically go against the scriptures. Baruch 3 is in verse 6 where yet is still in captivity. And we can see today, even there a couple years ago, Portia Simple made us she seek sovereignty from the Queen, and I get shit still. Why do you think we have to pay tax? Is it why you think that Orange president can revoke a couple of head slave, balls, and now one putting a Powell visas on some police officers, yo? You're not a slave, yo. Right? You need a permit to enter one specific territory. Which one we can ban Trump from coming to Jamaica? Not one. You don't even need a visa in the first place. They sure say, yo, we're not slavery, yo. But these are the reasons what basically bring forth to you. Why? Because we have the answers, yo. Right? Through the Spirit and power of Jehovah, Shemel, of course. Right? We have Jeremiah. You can read it, 5:19.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 19. It says, and it shall come to pass, when ye shall say, wherefore doeth the Lord our God all these things unto us? Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me and served strange gods in your land, so shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours.
Yeah, because that's America, so our land are basically from the river Nile to the river Euphrates, which is not like a piece of land there right now when they call it State of Israel. So it's more vast than that, which we'll get it back. So because we basically commit break the highest law, you see me? Or most I see yeah, the highest law, put it like that. We basically forsake our power. You see me? Worship them idols here, So you must say, alright, since you don't want to serve some idol, maybe could be some slave. Get cast out here and boom, slavery. You can get me on Jeremiah 44 verse 23, Bible question.
This is Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 23. It says, because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against the Lord, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies, therefore this evil is happening unto you as at this day. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people, unto all the women, hear the word of the Lord, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. Says,
right.
Hear that?
Yeah, you can jump it there. No, they want to do on Ezra. I know so.
This is Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. It says, since the days of our fathers have we been in since the days of our fathers have we been in a great trespass unto this day, and for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the land, into the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to the captivity, to the spoil, to the confusion of face, as it is this day.
I'm sorry, to the confusion of face, it goes back to basically being ashamed. All people right now is a disgrace, it's whole in Egypt, right? And need a deliverer. But why it happened to us? It's basically because we transgress, and because we turn from our power. We're forsaking the waters of the fountain of living waters. Right, so therefore basically put us into captivity. One more we can bring out as it came to mind. May I get it feel. He said, who gave Israel to the robbers? Where you guys are? Isaiah 42, and you can start at verse 22.
42 and 22.
Yeah, you can go on to verse 24.
So it says, Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Thief all our goods from Africa. Run out of Jerusalem 70 AD when siege gone, persecution in Son Titus, flee into the western and northern coast of Africa. Them running from away, is them capture away, sell over here in the west, thief all our goods, robbed and spoiled. Did we get robbed? Our goods get spoiled. Right?
It says, they are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Yeah, it starts from evil mind, It's the majority of people incarcerated. Get locked up for some stupid retarded charges. A good documentary if you were taking is documentary Slavery by Another Name. So-called white man basically allegedly after we get freed, create some stupid ass retarded laws, basically lock up people.
Says they are for a prey and none delivered, for a spoil and none saved, restored. Says, who among you will give ear To this, who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law.
Yeah, it's read next verse. Okay.
So, therefore he had poured upon him the fury of his anger and the strength of battle, and it had set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart.
Yeah, hope you see what people do not consider, yo. When we know, the Spirit revealed unto us, yo, when we're in captivity, basically I shed light unto the hope for the lake out there. You see this now? Have anything else up?
That's it.
Alright, so that hope we already find the lake out there. Definitely giving our praises to for Yahweh, or Hashem Yahushai, or Hashem Rakah Kodash, the wonders unto elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the full lake.
Shalom.